You guys are all familiar with K-Trucks. They're super popular. They've gotten even more popular, which I think is amazing. They're beautiful. To get one in California, it shit'll cost $7,000. So build our own K-Truck. Like I said, I'm gonna be making a bunch of videos so I can have this all on record. But like I said, K-Truck's $7,000. Using parts we already have, $50. Sounds like my kind of thing. Now, this is an old golf cart front end I have. Spin those there. Ring steel, 2 shock absorbers, tie rods from maybe a Polaris. The front hubs, we have these massive. They're actually trailer hubs, and they're golf cart tires, and a whole bunch of this 1.5 by 1.5 steel. It's a Predator 220, a 212 lawnmower, little mini bike engine, and some 80cc 2-stroke. But we're probably going to use this. We have the torque converter that we're going to use for it as well, and it's going to be geared pretty low. We have some sprockets. Okay, so after a little bit more planning, basically this is what we're going to be having here for the front end. This plate is actually going to be on top. Alright, so some pre-flight checks. We're going to get this guy plugged in. We are going to turn this on. We are going to put that on. Hold on. So, as you can tell, we have the lathe running. That's the piece we're going to be machining. My caliper is set in a quarter. Fuck you, it's hard to do. So, as it turns out, the idea I had planned does not work with the lathe because it takes material off not centered. Now, here I have my rear axle all spaced out the way I want it to be. Pillow blocks, like so. And I'm gonna have another 2 along the middle to keep everything straight. So I'll probably have another one right about there. Video update. We have the whole rear end built. It's currently upside down. Engine mounting plate there. We have the spring steel to absorb like ditches and those kinds of bumps, and then you're gonna have 2 shocks on either side that will help, and it'll be able to like tilt this way and tilt the other way. Front end, I have it working right here. Spring steel underneath this piece, and then the absorbers on top. The tie rods are gonna go all the way back to here, where I'm gonna have some pillow blocks. Actually connect with a chain off to the side because the driver's steering is going to be somewhere around here, and it'll also give it just a little bit of reduction so that you have more torque when you're spinning around the steering wheel. Might as well go ahead and show off some of my good weld right here. So this is part of the front end frame here. There we go. Right. I'm not sure where I left things off last time, but here's another little update. I have these properly fully mounted. I'm looking at this as my placement for the shock absorbers. I got this little tower they're gonna go onto. Finally have the hardware to attach the pillow blocks here, so it'll be able to go from this much tilt to one direction to that much in the other. So just a little update. This isn't centered, but this is where we're gonna mount it. We basically have a box frame. This is gonna be the rear end as well as where the engine sits. Now when I do this, when I move that one moves as well, so the steering is working. Big steps going forward. Check it out, you guys. Basically right now I have the wheels attached where they're going to be. They just have 2 lugs, and I am really happy with the design. I got my steering in place, so now that one steers a little less, so it'll be steering properly. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I would call it end of part 1 because I don't think I'm going to be going any further. I have a rolling frame, as you can see. It steers. Now I just got to start bracing and figuring out where everything's going to go. And if you guys have any suggestions, drop them down below.